Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Wayne's Outdoors, you outdoors freaks. It's Friday afternoon, it's 1:45. I'm all set up, I'm just about to bait my rigs up. I've got one zig on. I'm thinking about leaving it on all weekend and fishing one on the spot. I am at Sinah. I have bought my ticket on the Portsmouth ticket for another year and I'm back on Sinah this weekend. Holds a lot of sentimental value to me, this lake, and I couldn't give it up. So I'm back. We spin you round. I am on the opposite side of the lake. So I was last time I was here, like 2 weeks ago. I was in that swim you can see opposite there with them people in it. That was the swim I was in 2 weeks ago. So I've found a nice spot out there. Found a nice spot out there. And I'm thinking about putting the other one just on a zig. Good weather this weekend. Mostly sunny, few showers in the evening. Winds up to 40 miles an hour. Southwesterlies. With any luck we can have one or two out. As I said, I'm just about to bait my rigs up and then I'm gonna put my rig out, I'm gonna put some bait over it, and then I'm gonna think about where to put this zig, and then I'm gonna make a coffee. So I'm gonna do that and I'll catch up with you all in a bit. Right, that's both the rods out. Left hand rod's out on a spot and I put 4 spoms over it. Get out of it, you goddamn cormorant. I hate cormorants. And then the right hand rod is on a zig, an adjustable zig. It's about 5-6 foot deep out there, and the zig is about 3 foot off the bottom, so it's 2 to 3 feet under the surface, so sort of mid-waterish. I'm going to leave it out there on that one. I'm just going to leave that on the zig all weekend. Work one spot. Just watching the water now. Hopefully have a good weekend. I mean, I'll have a good weekend regardless of whether I catch any fish or not. Me personally, I'll have a good weekend. Nice, peaceful weekend here. But hopefully, could have some fish. Just making a coffee. See if we can get one like we did last week. Last time I was here, sorry, it was about an hour and a half my rod was out when I got one last time. Here a bit earlier this time, that was 4 o'clock that bite, I think it was, 3 or 4 o'clock. No, I think it was bang on 4. So, see how we go this time. The rod's been out about 40 minutes now. I was just thinking, I don't know if you remember, I fished this swim back, well, it was hot weather, so, back in the summer sometime last year. And just to the left here, and just to the right here, there's 2 massive lily pads, and 2 big sets of lilies. And they're starting to come up now on the surface. I don't know if you can see them, you might be able to see. Might be able to see some pads out there. Just over to the right of the picture now, you can see one on the surface. And this is the swim where I raked all that weeding. There was a load of weeding through the middle. And I raked for a whole hour and just raked a big clump of weed out to create channels for my line to lay. if I do get a fish, they'll probably try and get in them lilies. Hopefully at the minute they're not too strong because they're just new growth. Hopefully we'll have one. Be a nice problem to have, fish trying to get in the lilies. At least that'll mean I've got a fish. I've not seen any wash out yet. I see one roll earlier as I was here when I was looking round. Sure, I see one roll out there. You normally get good shows here, as those of you will know that either fish here or seen my videos from here before. If you do watch my channel, please subscribe. I get about, so I've got nearly 1,200 subscribers now, but I get an average of 30,000 viewers a month. So, you know, even if 10% of them, even if 10% subscribe, it'd be amazing. Please subscribe if you watch, like, leave a comment. Any comment, I don't mind what it is. I'm not one of these that asks for subscribers and likes all that often. Just fish, just doing your bit. Try to catch the fish. Loads of bees about, loads of honeybees, loads of bumblebees, everything's waking up. It's like the fish are waking up. It's like they're a little bit more awake than they were when I was here 2 weeks ago, and they're trying to look for food. Let's hope for an early fish. Campaign for a Sinah 40 starts here. New season, new ticket. Come on, you lumps. Right, so I just see a fish show to the left. So I stuck a marker lead straight on it. There's a nice little spot out there. I found, literally right there, I found a seam where it could pull silt in front of the island. Let's have a look. If you can see over to the left corner of that island, see that flat spot out there? That's why I put one spom out. I dragged it back, cast out, cast past at the same distance of my rod I'm fishing on the left at the moment. So I knew it was far enough that it wasn't going to hit the island. It dropped like this side of the island, a bit short of the island. A little bit of gravel, silt, sorry. Pulled back, dragged back a bit because I cast sort of over where the fish was. Dragged back a bit in the silt, and literally a little bit in front was a seam. So it's silt, pulls back off the silt and then into gravel. Right on that seam. Now that bird's diving on it. If you watch out there, you see him come up. There's a coot out there. There he is, just popped up to the left there, near the island. Dirty little coot. So he's diving on it. I just put one spom right on top of it. Perfect. I'll just watch that now. If I see anything else show out there, then I'll move my rod. I'm almost thinking about putting my zig over there, but obviously changing it. I wanted to leave a zig on all weekend, but if I start seeing fish show on there, I'll bring my other rod in and I'll put it over there, my left hand rod. And then if I start seeing fish show on my right hand rod, I'll change my zig over. That's the plan. It's 10 to 7 now. Just got a little shower starting. Got a chance of showers for the next hour. Hopefully this will cause a couple of fish to show. This and the fact that we're coming into dusk. They generally show coming into dusk here. I know there's some out here. I just want to know which of my 2 baited spots could be the best bet. If I see one show out to the left near the island again, then I shall put the bait on there. If not, and I see one show longer, a little bit more long, don't sound right, a little bit longer, I'll leave it where it is. If I see anything show over to the right a little bit closer, I might bring my zig in and put it out a little bit closer, because it's out at range at the moment. Wind's blowing south-southwesterly now, and then it's going southerly. It's died right off. I haven't got the big gusts now. I think it might be coming back again a bit stronger tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't. Need to make some big, like 18-inch rebar pegs for my bivvy for here, because we're right on the coast. When it blows a big southwesterly here, it blows and get some serious gales here, but it fishes well in a real strong wind. But a lot of bivvies get blown away here, especially on that north bank over there. They get blown up over the fence into the field, car parky field bit behind. It can proper hack across this lake when it's blowing a southerly. If I see anything, I shall let you know what I'm doing, keep you informed. It's now 7 o'clock, so not long after I turned the camera off before. I've just seen a show. One just came out, but it was the other side of the island, not in my water. It's in sort of no man's land, really. I mean, you can reach it from the other bank. So hopefully that's, like, they're going to start showing now. Hopefully I'll get some shows over this side in my water, in my area. That's a good sign. It's the first one I've seen come out, like, absolute 100% definite. I know they're out in the vicinity now. There's not a lot of water really between. I don't know, see where that duck is out there? See where that duck is? Just to the left of that, between me and the swim opposite. It's about there it came out, literally. About that level. So it's not that far between my spot and where it came out, but just definitely have my eyes peeled now. It's piqued my interest. I'll let you all know what goes on. Right, it's about 7:25 and I've just seen a fish show pretty much right over my spot. Just come and stuck his back out and like rolled right over my, literally right over my spot. This is what happened last week. I saw like 3 shows right over my spot, and then within an hour my rod had gone off. I'm not saying that's going to happen today, but they're over there. What I need now is to see a little slick come up. Get him to disturb a little bit of that hemp oil. Bring a little slick up. But it was definitely a carp, so that was over my baited spot where my rig is. Excellent. Makes me feel a lot more confident. Just getting to dusk now, see? They like to show at dusk. So we can have one tonight. One of the big mirrors out of here. There's potential for them to be pushing £40 now. Say last August, September, there was 4 different mirrors caught. One at 37.7, one at 37 something, and 2 at 38 something. All different fish. So there is a possibility, because they're quick growing, they're simmos. So there is every possibility there could potentially be 4 40s in here this year. Hopefully that long common starts going back up in weight again as well, because that's done 40 before. And this year in August I had it at 32.5, and that lad in the swim next to me about a month ago had it at 33.5, 33.5, sorry. I had it at 32.5, he had it at 33.5. Hopefully that piles on a load more weight this year and goes back up again, because that can do 40. I'd love a 40 mirror and a 40 common out of here this year. I don't know if there's any other decent commons in here, because that was the biggest, and obviously it's gone down, but I don't know if there's any others. And obviously the big mirror died. That was around 42 to 44, 45. But like I say, there's potentially 4 coming up this year. Hopefully I'll see another couple of shows soon. Never know, I might get one on the zig. Just going to keep watching this now. Not that I haven't been anyway. Evening, you outdoor freaks. It's just gone 8. It's quite dark now. It's a lot darker than it seems on the camera. It's gone flat calm. Like our half of the lake, our third of the lake. All the bats are out now. You see them flying about. And the mosquitoes coming into the camera light. That's my call to turn it off. I don't want to attract them all in. Right. Hopefully I'll see you in the night. If not, the next time you'll see me now be in the morning. But with any luck, it won't be long. Hopefully them bats will hurry up and come over here and eat all these mozzies. Good morning, you outdoor freaks. Just gone 7 o'clock. No fish. I had a couple crashing about 1:30 in the morning. Got up at 1 for a pee. Laid there, just sort of watching. Couldn't really see much, but I was watching and listening, and I heard a couple crashing sort of over to the right. So I have to tell the distances, isn't it? But it sounded like they were over to the right anyway. The wind's doing weird things. It's blowing us southeasterly, but all the weather's saying it should be blowing us southwesterly. It's not even southeasterly, to be fair. It's more of a northeasterly. Yeah, it's blowing more of a northeasterly. It's supposed to be blowing a southwesterly. Weird. Hopefully I'll get shows. I'll get some shows soon. Give me some clues to what's going on. As soon as I know, I'll let you know. Woke up really hungry today. You get them days, don't you? Just wake up and feel like you haven't eaten for a week. Surprised there's no one else on that other bank in them other 2 swims. Be interesting to see if they fill up today. A lot of people on this bank now. Most of the swims on this bank are full. Right, I'm going to drink this coffee, keep my eyes open. Catch up with you lot in a bit. Right, it's now 7:38 and I've just had a fish show, literally right there where my fingertips are pointing, just there, right in close. That might be a zig place. I know they move around close here because they go around the back of where the big lily pads come. The lily pads grow right out there like that side, and right up round there like that side, and you just get this little path going up through the middle of them. So I might bring that zig in close and put it there. Fish just come and rolled. I'm still keeping an eye on my two spots. There's definitely fish showing out there yesterday on that spot. Quite surprised I never got a bite. So I'm going to have to move this zig. Do it while it's calm. Right, I've put the zig pretty much as close to that as I can. I can't get it anywhere near, you know, not that close to it at all because it's just all weed. Can't get the zig to come up. So I've just put the zig out. It's out at 10 wraps, 10 9-foot wraps. It's at 30 yards, and that fish probably showed at 10 yards. That's out at 30 yards. It's the closest I can get. It's the nearest clear spot. I've just watched the fish come out of the water 4 times in a row, but it was the other side of the island. It was in line with, can't see it there, that's that swim there, and the other side of the island. So, you know, not in my water, unfortunately. Matey next door, spomming again. Put loads of spoms of bait out. Wonder if he's had anything. But interestingly enough, where he's spomming is about the same range as I've just put that zig. And I'm in line with that island, so I'm not, you know, not too far off where he is. I mean, say that probably 20 yards to the left. Just watch this spom go out and watch to the far right of the screen. If he puts another one out, he has been putting loads out in a row, so he did yesterday, put about 20 out. I think that's about 3 or 4 he's done. So there, I see that it's just landed just over to the right where them gulls are. It's probably about level with where my zig is. My zig might be a little bit closer in. Loads of weed beds out there with like silt channels and gully channels between them, and I pulled the marker lead back through and it went through weed and then onto a little gravelly bit, and that's sort of pretty much where I've put the zig. So hopefully they're using it as a channel. Hopefully they'll think it's some sort of beetle come up out of the weeds. I'm going to make another coffee and watch for some more shows. Police helicopters up. Spotlights on. Oh, I've just seen an absolute lump show. Probably in line with my right hand rod if you draw it out towards the island. I mean, it was definitely this side of the island, but I don't think I can fish it from here. I think it's more the swim next door's water, 'cause it's out at range, but it's definitely range that it's fishable. See if it comes out again. Sometimes they come out more than once in a row here. Oh, it was an absolute lump. Certainly a lot closer than the last one I saw show. Not quite close enough to be on where my zig is, but it looked like it was sort of, you drew a line across the lake from the island. It was definitely this side of it. It'd be interesting to see if matey in the swim next door saw that. It'd be interesting to see if he whacks a lead out there, whacks something out there to have a look. Seriously thinking about taking my zig off and just putting a little single yellow pop-up on and just whacking it out at range, because they're definitely showing over in that direction, over at range. God, that was a lump. Don't look like he's going to come out again. They normally come out, that last one that came out 4 times in a row literally came out bang, 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 like in and out, in and out. Like a show like that, like definite sign that 100% it was in my water. I'm pretty sure that's next door's water. Doesn't look like he's reacting to it though. Right, I'll keep you all informed. Right, I've just redone my left hand rod, the baited rod. I think I'm getting roached out there a lot. It can't be, let me have a look, let me show you. I don't think it's birds, because I haven't had no indications that, like, the birds aren't making my rod beep or anything like that. But if you see that, that's how it came in. The top has been taken off and that's been pulled. Now it could be birds, but I haven't seen birds going down on it, and I've had no beeps or indications that it's been pulled or gone out by birds. And it doesn't look like bird pecks on it. It looks like it's been eaten. So whether there's crays in here that we don't know about, or whether there's just loads of roach out there pecking at it, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to be aware of that and change my rig a lot more often. But I've just put another 3 spoms out there and put a fresh rig on. So I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on that and change it, sort of check it every few hours, I think. I'll check it in a few hours from now and see. Obviously I don't know how long it's been like that, if the little fish are on it constantly pecking at it, and that's an issue. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on that. Still women and knowing about what to do with my left down rod. I can't decide whether to keep it on the zig or change it over to a bottom bait. I'll let the water show me. I'll keep watching and see what happens. I'll let you know. Afternoon everybody. It's 20 to 1. What a slow day. Not seen any shows. All I've had is a pair of cormorants working my water for about an hour. They've buggered off now. And I've had a coot diving down on my spot constantly for the last half an hour. I've been watching my bobbin. I haven't seen my bobbin move. So I'm hoping it hasn't done my bait. Don't think it has. I've made up a new stiff hinged rig with a yellow pineapple pop-up on it, ready to go. If I start seeing shows anywhere else, excuse me, I'm going to bring my zig in, change my zig over. And put the stiff hinged rig on. My mate's boy in the swim opposite is just packing up. Just want to see some signs. Just want to see something in my water, in my area. Don't even care if it's like a little bit out of my area. I haven't seen anything. Well, I say I haven't seen anything. Obviously I saw stuff yesterday and I saw that show this morning out towards my zig, that one lump right out. So they are, you know what I mean, they are about, but nothing seems to be happening. I just haven't seen anything for a couple of hours, that's all. Got rain for a few hours later, from about 3 till, it's either 3 till 6 or 4 till 7, I can't remember, it's one of the two. Hopefully see something soon, give me an idea what to do. Just coming up to 2 o'clock now. Got some really strong gusts of wind coming through now. Hopefully with all this extra oxygen in the water, it'll get the fish going. Hopefully they'll start showing soon. Tufties out there at the moment. Oh, no, there they go. Good, bugger off. See you later. One left to go. Still waiting to see something. I'll keep watching, as we do. Right, it's 3:30 and I've just had a change round. The left-hand rod that was on my spot was on a helicopter setup with a Ronnie on it, and my right-hand rod was on a zig. So I brought the right-hand rod in, took the zig off, put a lead clip system on it with tubing, because I'm fishing the Wallop Clothing team social next weekend at Horseshoe Lakes, that's owned by the Carp Society, and there's a no leader rule on there. You're not allowed any knot above the hook length, so you have to go straight through with tubing. So I've changed that over because I'm going to need it next week anyway, and I've put a lead clip on it, and I've put a new baited Ronnie rig on that one, and that one is now on my baited spot. My helicopter system now has a stiff hinge rig on it with a bright yellow pop-up, and that is now out to the right, and I've whacked that out long towards where I saw that big fish show this morning, earlier today. So that's out at range, just as a single, and the lead clip system is now on my baited spot. And I've got a good, I felt it down well, felt it down nice. It was because I'm sort of on the seam with the silt and the gravel there, just more on the silt. I've got a drop, not like a firm drop like gravel, but I've got a not like soft, like it's buried completely in the silt, but I've got a nice, a nice drop. So fingers crossed, something will happen. Be interesting to see if anything goes for that single out at range. A little Terrier special stiff hinge rig with a yellow pop-up. And I'd say the stiff hinge rig's probably 2 inches. It's not too big. Not too big, but not too small. About 2 inches. On the helicopter, so even if it settles on weed, it's just going to settle down and still be presented anyway. Regardless of what's out there, it's going to be presented. That's why I changed over and put it onto the helicopter system and didn't just put it onto the lead clip. Hopefully we'll get some shows soon. I'll get some more shows, see where they are. They're definitely still here. Hopefully it won't be too long. And here comes the rain again. Keep getting showers. Chance of showers due till about 6 o'clock. So another one starting now. Still confident I'm going to get one. Just need the one. I don't even mind if it's in the rain. Just a little update while I'm making my food. I've just put 2 fresh spawns over my baited area. One right on top of it and one a little bit to the right, but purposely a little bit to the right. They actually both went exactly where I wanted them to go for once. Apart from the one that opened mid-air and sprayed about 3/4 of the way out. Hate it when that happens. So hopefully the fish can get on it. Gonna have something to eat, have a coffee, and just keep watching and hoping. That's all we can do. Evening, you outdoor freaks. It's just gone, it's about 6:30 I think. I'm hoping to get a few early evening shows soon. And you usually get a few come out early evening. If another one comes out to the right of that tree out there on the island where it did earlier, you see that tree there just to the, see that bivvy in the swim opposite, just to the left of that you've got that overhanging tree on the end of the island. One stuck its head out just sort of halfway between that tree and that bivvy. One stuck its head out there about an hour ago. If I see another one show there, I shall bring my stiff hinge rig in and put it there so I can reach that. I'll put one out by the side there, by the side of that island, just off that tree, and I'll just fish it locked up so it can't go back behind the island. It'll only be able to kite. But if one shows right long, where I've got my other one, so I've got my right hand rod, so you take a diagonal line off of my left hand rod now, you see that swim out there, no man's land that's called, no, Badlands, sorry. I've got it in law, I've got it, my right hand rod on the stiff hinge rig is in line with that swim, about out level with the island. Well, not quite as far as that. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I didn't wrap it up. I don't know if that was a fish I just saw show then near my baited spot. Don't know if that was, or it was my eyes playing tricks on me. It looked like a bat came out. I'll let you know what's happening with me spots before night. Another hour and I'll decide. Oh, it's 7:30. Beautiful sunset behind me, lighting up all the trees. Look. Won't be long now and it'll be down. A golden glow over everything. This is when you just need a big one to lump out and just glisten in that sunshine, like a big bar of gold. Swans are glowing. Still not seen any shows since I spoke to you an hour ago. Looks like the rods are staying where they are. Unless I see a big old bar of gold now come out of the water. That stiff inch is staying firmly where it is. Supposed to be a nice night, a lovely sunny morning tomorrow. I'll probably pack up somewhere around 11 o'clock. Pack all my bits up earlier than that, probably get my rods in about 11. Hopefully a nice carp will grace the bank in front of me tonight. Unless something shows between now and dark and I come on again to tell you I've moved my rod or I've seen a good show. The next time you see me will either be with a fish or in the morning, as always. Come in. Stay there, dog. there, you. That's annoying. Get out the water. In. What's going on there? Don't know what happened there. Them lines were nowhere near each other out there, and something's had that off and had that top bait off of there. Well, I'll get that sorted out, get it back out. That was strange. Right, so it's about 12, something like that. So I had to take on my left down rod, and because it was like quite tight, it hasn't run out. It's run like it's kited, and it's kited right, and it's gone. It's picked the bait up, kited right, and it's gone out there probably 30 yards to the right, and somehow it's dropped it, but it's dropped it over my right hand line. So when I've been reeling in, as you saw, it was then over my right hand line. So I've had to redo that, untangle it, redo it, put them both back out. Weird, annoying. That's 2 weeks in a row now I've had an aborted take. Hopefully we get another one. Back to bed. Morning everyone. It's 5 to 10. Other than that, lost fish, aborted take, whatever it was in the night, nothing else. Seen a few shows this morning. I've just, all my gear's packed up. I've already done one run to the car. The dog and the bed and everything's in the car. Just the essentials left. I'm just going to give it another hour or so. Just put the rods back out. Just going to give it another hour or so. See if we can pinch one before we go. The right hand rod is now the rod on my baited spot. The left hand rod is out towards the island where I stuck that bait on Friday. Just on the single yellow. If I see anything show, I can always bring that in and whop it out to it. So it's going to sit here for an hour, give it an hour. See if we can nick one before we go home. Thought I would have had something this weekend. I mean, I probably should have. Obviously I had a bite last night, so something went on there, something occurred. Right, so I've gone down to one rod, just my baited spot. Just re-wrapped it, put a new rig on, new bait on, put it back out. About half hour left. Never know, fingers crossed for that last minute bite. I obviously know that spot's there because I lost one off there last night, so, you know, fingers crossed. Just seen a couple show just off the back of this slack water here. So I brought my rod in that was out long with the baited spot, Ronnie on. I brought it in, changed it over for a stiff hinge rig with a yellow pop-up on it because I don't know if, I think it's a bit weedy out there as well. So I brought it in and I've just put it out there for the last quarter of an hour with a pop-up on it. You never know, but there's a couple of fish there, so quarter of an hour, see what happens.